Hello everyone and welcome to the Kukerly Bushcraft channel. Okay, so today I'm going to make a quick spoon. I'm going to try and make a quick spoon. I'm a little bit short of time, to be honest. And yeah, I'm trying out a couple of different tools. So yeah, it's terrible weather today. It's quite drizzly. Also, I can hear the husky farm. They're quad training at the moment, but we've got a day off, haven't we? Yeah, so you might hear a bit of noise in the background. It's 3 kilometres away from here, so what's that, 2.5 miles? But still, these creatures, they're pretty damn noisy. Yes, you are. So I prefer to work with green wood. This is actually quite dry. But I'm only going to do a small spoon. And you can carve a spoon with seasoned wood. It's just quicker and easier as if it's green. I want to not have the central ring in the spoon itself. I'm making life a little bit easier for myself here by cutting a line around the bowl for me to cut down to later with the axe. Okay, an important technique in axe work is feathering. So as if you want a line to a certain depth, you cut in a series of cuts and then you just take them off. So cut, working your way up, and then like so. Okay, we're in the shed now. It's a little bit drier and there's actually an old sofa here that's quite comfortable. I was hoping Uni might actually settle down a little bit on here, but no. Far too interested in what's outside for chasing. So I was really quite impressed with just how well that little Bahco axe works on this. Now that looks quite uneven. Yeah. So many people will carve the bowl first and then carve the spoon around it, as somebody suggested in one of my comments from the last spoon video. I don't like to do that. I'm no expert in spoon carving, by the way. It's something I like to do, not something I'm particularly good at. But it is very relaxing, very therapeutic, and a really nice thing to do around the campfire. So my first spoons were made out of seasoned box. Yeah, I didn't know about working with green wood. I knew that box made very pretty spoons. I didn't know that it was going to be like carving cast iron. So woods I particularly like to use, well, I love juniper. It's just to find juniper of the right size here. It's rather tricky. Yeah, so most fruit woods work nice. Cherry is really good. Also apple, sycamore. Sycamore's really nice to carve. It's not one of the prettier woods, but you know, other maples as well. I've used field maple, which is nice wood. I suppose lime or basswood if you're in the States. I suppose that would be a really good option. I've never used it, to be honest. But I think lime would be a very good resource to have around. It's also really good, they say, for bow drill. Okay, so what I like to do when I'm drying the spoon out is I like to put it in a plastic bag. And this is already quite dry, so I won't bother with that. But I put it in a plastic bag, and every so often I turn it inside out. Well, every day until it's dry. You have to dry it slowly, otherwise it'll crack. But this is already quite dry wood, and it is carving quite nicely. So I'm just working with what I've got on hand. Okay, so I'm starting on the bowl now. So working across the grain, as if you work along the grain, you risk tearing big chunks out. And I really should have put a better edge on this hook knife before I started. So it's full of tool marks. I don't really care about that. I could sand it down. But yeah, that'll do for a quick eating spoon. Wait, focus. Uni. This is even more boring than fishing, isn't it, eh? Worse than fishing. But as if you do use sandpaper and you oil it, as if you go over it again with fine sandpaper afterwards, because the oil, it just fluffs the grain up a little bit. You can always put more oil on afterwards. Right, so that's about it. So if you've got any comments, any wood that you'd recommend using, any tools that you think work particularly well for spoon carving, or any information in general, please let me know in the comments. And thank you very much for watching. I'll see you all again soon for another Kuukkeli Bushcraft video. Bye for now.